It's not necessarily like anything that you've heard before. I like to think of myself as like quite multi-genred. Like I don't really fit into one category. Like you can compare me to certain singers, but then you can also compare me to certain rappers as well. My name's Wavy Soph. I'm 20 years old and I live in Southend. I'm a self-taught singer, rapper and songwriter. I'm doing it for about a year now. Yeah, that's me. The music scene's alright in Southend, man. I moved up from Norwich when I was like 14, so I've been here like nearly 7 years this year. I feel like Southend's got a lot more opportunities, like you're right closer to London, stuff like there's a few artists in Lowestoft and like in Norwich and that, but it's very, very hard to get noticed in a small town like that, man, especially to like change your life. Living by the beach is my favourite thing about Southend, 110%. I felt nervous when I released my first song, a bit concerned about sharing like my passion and my baby and like my talent with the rest of the world. Nowadays, everything's so accessible and people can literally be on your social media feed within like a couple of clicks of a button. Your feelings do go into a lot of it, so a lot of the time it's something that means a lot to you. To put that out to someone and for people to judge that based on what they think of it. Obviously you get a few people that aren't going to like it and stuff. Not everyone's going to like the same artist, that's why there's so many of us. Because we're all attained to different people's tastes. Having struggles with like mental health and going through some shit when I was like a bit smaller and stuff, obviously music meant a lot to me and helped me through some really tough times. So I feel like it's only right for me to become an artist and like make something out of my bad situation that other people can relate to. My little boy Harley obviously motivates me more than anyone in the world does. I think obviously I'm quite money motivated. Like, I want money to change my life and to better my life and to like live rather than survive sort of thing. I've always said that like I don't ever just want to be complacent. My nan's done a lot for me like in my 20 years of living. And obviously my mum as well, she does a brilliant job with my little boy and stuff, man. I have to give her credit where it's due. So far, my favourite Spotify release has got to be Firing Like a Gun, without a shadow of a doubt. That's my nan's favourite song as well. Musical influences, I've got tons because I listen to so many different artists and so many different types of music as well. My music's influenced from so many different places. It's not just like from R&B artist or a rap artist or a drill artist. Like there's so many different genres. D Block Europe I would most like to collaborate with, without a shadow of a doubt. Like they're my favourite duo. But yeah, I just think making a track with them would be Wavy Soph and D Block Europe needs to happen. Face challenges every day. I think even without COVID being around, like mental health and living life, how you live life is a hard thing to do for anyone. Like even if you haven't got mental health, life at the moment and the situation that everyone's come out of, and we've all got to adapt back into normality, used to being around each other again. It's been hard not to do live events because obviously you need to get performing experience and it's hard to show people your craft when you can't go and perform anywhere. Like it's all literally done on the internet. It affected me musically in a lot of ways, but also I felt like my life had been taken away from me a little bit. Like festivals, concerts, gigs, podcasts, studio. Like I couldn't get in studio for 6 months because people weren't having people in. I lost a big part of my job and my career and what I love doing, and it was really, really hard to go through. We've lost a bit of our lives that we're never ever going to get back, and like ever since this COVID lockdown, obviously everyone's jumped on the bandwagon of social media, Instagram lives, competitions, challenges, giveaways, literally the lot. Like whatever's like free or cheap, that's going to get you exposure and going to get you out there. 3-4 lives every single night for like 6 weeks, and my followers went up and up and up. Platforms that are trying to help upcoming artists because that's what they're created for, so you want to try and use and like utilise as much of them tools. This year's kind of given me time to evolve as a person and not just as an artist. Now it's like my whole life, like it's breathe it, live it every single day, like work my arse off to try and do these things and get these opportunities and be grateful for everything that I do. It made me like more confident and believe in who I am and what I actually do want to do with my life. I went viral on Link Up TV, 160,000 views in 2 days, and getting a call from Joey Clipstar, who runs Link Up TV, asking me to come to the studio. Went down there a couple of weeks later and ended up recording in the same booth as Drake. Met Getz and a few different other artists, met Skeppy, like it was really sick. So I've gained like a lot of experience, opportunity and intellect and like knowledge. I had 1,000 followers on Instagram and 100 on TikTok, and now I'm at nearly 5,000 on Instagram and nearly 2,000 on TikTok. So yeah, skyrocketed like ever since lockdown. I feel like the O2 fully booked would be like my dream, like stage, and everyone's got their phone lights on in my track and it's full of 25,000 people, and I feel like that's when I'm gonna be like, right, I've done it. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's when I'll bring my little boy on stage. I actually got my next track coming out on the 18th of June. Shot a video for that the other day. So yeah, if that all goes to plan, then this release is my favourite. I am very excited for the future. I've actually got a festival, my first ever festival. I'm going to be performing at Isle of Wight this year, September the 16th to September the 19th. I'm excited. Like, I've got some big things planned for this year. Not a lot of it I can disclose, but you can have that little exclusive piece of information. Yeah, man, I feel like this year's going to end off on a really, really good note. I'm 21 in November too, so I feel like it's just going to end smoothly. Wavy Soap out. Gang, gang.